Antitrust laws to reinforce its dominant position over online searches. Google planning to appeal the ruling that could cost the company a potential breakup and create global uncertainty in the tech industry. President of Global Affairs at Alphabet, Google's parent company, Kent Walker, issuing this statement on the ruling. Quote, "This decision recognizes that Google offers the best search engine, but concludes that we shouldn't be allowed to make it easily available. As this process continues, we will remain focused on making products that people find helpful and easy to use." Joining me now is NetChoice Vice President and General Counsel and Professor of Internet Law at George Mason University's Scalia Law School, Carl Szabo. Carl, good morning to you.
Good morning.
What do you make of this decision, and what do you think the future is for Google? Do you think there's a threat that the company could be broken up?
Yeah, so let's look at the decision. It's fundamentally wrong, and that's because the judge clearly does not understand the tech industry or the law. On the tech industry alone, remember, this case was started before AI was on everyone's lips, before ChatGPT even existed, and NVIDIA was just building video game cards, not creating the multi-trillion-dollar company they are today. So the tech industry is highly dynamic and is constantly changing. So the judge completely ignored that. Second is on the law. He completely ignored the fundamental gold standard for American antitrust law. Are consumers being harmed? And the answer to that is simply no. In fact, this decision will harm consumers more than anything Google has ever done because it will make search less effective. Google might be required to promote bad results in their search engines. They might not be allowed to provide Gmail or G Suite as part of their services. So essentially, this is a bad ruling on the law and on the technology, and it's just part of a greater systemic problem that we're seeing in the antitrust world as part of an attack on businesses across the globe.
Well, we've seen these antitrust attacks not just coming from here in the United States, but also in Europe, which really, if you think about it, led the charge to go after these technology companies, in particular those with major search dominance, like a Google or a Microsoft. But my question is, on the competitive side of this, do you think this opens up the window for other companies like a Microsoft to come in and actually try to bid for those contracts or get more of an opportunity to be installed as the default search engine for an iPhone or an Android?
I mean, what it ultimately does is it is just kind of a gift to Microsoft at the end of the day. Remember, Microsoft and NVIDIA, they're kind of like jumping one or two as the largest corporations on the planet. So if this were a question of who can pay Apple more money, Microsoft has always had that opportunity as almost double the size of Google. But unfortunately, Microsoft's search product, Bing, is terrible. It's the default on every single computer, and people switch it almost immediately. So at the end of the day, consumers vote with their feet on Windows machines by switching from Bing to Google. But ultimately, the question is, why is the judge looking to help a corporation and not looking to help consumers? And that's because if we switch off of the current antitrust law, which is the goal of the Biden administration, of Lina Khan at the Federal Trade Commission, of Jonathan Kanter at the Department of Justice, then it becomes well, antitrust, big business, it's whatever we think it is. And we have seen it with the recent attack on NVIDIA. We have seen it with the attack on Albertsons. There is no care for the consumers. It's all about breaking up big business and reminding business that the government can come and knock you down at any time.
Carl, 20 seconds. Are you worried about the government going after AI?
Absolutely. We're already seeing attacks against NVIDIA, against ChatGPT, against basically any developer of AI, because they're saying they're a monopoly. And all that means is we will stop innovating, we will stop developing, and the rest of the world will eat America's lunch.
Oh, like China. Great point. We're going to leave it there. Carl Szabo, it's good to see you, Carl. Thank you.
Thank you.